I'm Julee Herrmann with Creek Currents. We're here today at Kanishka's Gastropub to try a new take on old world cuisine. Come on in. I'm here today with executive chef and owner of Kanishka's Gastropub, Paramita Roy. Paramita, tell us a little bit about what was your inspiration behind the restaurant.
So my inspiration, goes way behind. So it started all from my Calcutta days, and from my grandfather's house, a huge house of entertainment. I was born and brought up with Scotch and beer. So watching him cook and entertain for, every single weekend. Like guests coming in and every single festival's occasions, like 100 to 200 people dining. That's what originated my inspiration, for dream of opening my own restaurant. Then I gradually grew up and, and had my kid. I mean, my biggest inspiration was my 11-year-old son who just turned 12, who I named my restaurant after. He was my biggest support of, Mama, you got to, you always talk about opening the restaurant. Everybody, been working a lot towards it. Traveled around the world. Learned about all the cuisine. But you've just got to, step into it and do it. And you got to do it now before you get too old. And those words just struck me. And then right after I came back, and I just didn't stop from anything. I just, made all my models, like financial models, operational plans, whatever I need to pull together, like investments, everything, this has to be made into a reality.
So that's wonderful. With all of that inspiration and all of the research and preparations that you did, what made you choose Walnut Creek as a destination for your restaurant?
Great thoughts. So, I moved back to Bay Area in 2008 from Manhattan, and I used to travel here a lot, and I just love the downtown, the people and the ambiance and the shops, and it's like the perfect, it's like the all-in-one contained, like a big city in one, like a neighborhood, like a small downtown. Just love the warmth. My heart was in Walnut Creek, and it's like, and I just kept on just like, okay, my kids also, like, they were in Walnut Heights area, and so like I would be able to close with my family, being able to serve the community. The community has been so helpful. There's like, let me just bring something with all my heart and passion and get this going like a hometown first. And so this, apparently this location came into right on spot and just immediately, worked out.
So I understand this is the original fire station for the city of Walnut Creek in the early 1920s. Tell me more about how you chose this space.
Sure. So my commercial real estate agent, he was well connected with the landlord, and when he first introduced to me, and he wanted to know about the concept of the restaurant, the food, and and while talking about it, he loved that, as well as he also loved talking about the history behind this, the restaurant location, because he wanted to give it the space to someone that he would have a great relationship of trust, and the both ways going in, someone stepping into the restaurant location. And that's when he shared about the history that I came to know, that this used to be a fire station back in the early 1920s, and and knowing that, it was wow, that's a great. And apparently I came to know even my little twins, when I shared this story with my twins, my 8-year-old twins, they learned this in their classroom. So apparently how funny that your little kids get to learn from their school teachers, and parents get to learn from little kids about this little interesting history about Walnut Creek growing up.
So as an artist, I have to ask about all the amazing art that you have on the walls here. Can you tell us a little bit about what's going on there?
Yes. So, I have a friend, her name is Joanne Bennett, and this is before the restaurant was opening. I was in search for artists, for the opening night. So, to be able to showcase, the paintings, or whether it would be photography, And she approached me, if you could, if she could be able to do a series for me. So my vision was, for the first take, to bring in a, fusion of global, catwalk fashion. And I gave her the pitch, and and she shared with me some samples, and we both worked together, and then she came up with a, like couple of pieces, and I just simply, okay, it just clicked me. Okay, this is it. This has to be on my opening night of Kanishka's. So then she drew the entire series of connecting, one pieces to another, that connects the, the global, the culture of fashion, like the catwalk fashion, and this which also ties to, the global cuisine with Indian flavors, and it's like with a pop art.
How can our local people find out more about you?
I would love to have people come to our website, Kanishka's Gastropub.com. So it's just KANISHKAS Gastropub.com all together, and where we all do all our blast out news. Just got the feeds from all the social media, and it's got the menus, open table, what's coming, events, weekly events, and and also get in contact with me with any private events on catering.
Perfect. Sounds great. Thank you.
Thank you.